check. Who said the city dry? Go tell him he a lie. I sacrifice to keep it lit. I'm who they crucify. Still mixing business with pleasure.
YouTube, man, we back. But this time, look what we got. Finally got the step deck. We got about 14 winches on the side. Everything, you know, when I got it's an older trailer. I know most people get a newer trailer, but it's pretty good trailer to me, you know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, and the second thing, I didn't put an equipment box, like an equipment thing on the back, but I did put a toolbox for my chains and stuff to go right here, because we got some batteries in the back as well under there, if you see. So if they was to put it on there, they would have had to remove that and then, you know, then put the equipment box on the back. But yeah, I ain't want to do that to this truck, so I just used the equipment box. It worked for me. I do have my tarps in the truck, but I'm gonna about to put them on the trailer. But we at this shipper. We about to get some machines and put them on here. Pick them up for Swanee, and we going to Texas. Paying $408 a mile. About 841 miles going toward like Dallas. So I know those of you may have subscribed to my channel, like, cause I do dry van and stuff, but the system still work the same. But on the flatbed side, you know, we get paid a little more. So, you know, those of you that still want to watch and think about getting to flatbed as well, you can see, how everything go, and and you get paid more. So 73% of the load. So yeah, and I get paid for tarping, and the fuel surcharge added on to that as well. So yeah, man, hope y'all continue to tune in, and it'll help y'all enjoy this video. Let's go. Yeah, man, we got the load loaded. Yeah, I had to tarp it. This I had to check the name. It's a crazy name, but I know it's something that go on machines like in a warehouse or on top of the building. So, but yeah, it took me a minute. Took me a minute to get this load loaded because they end up putting the wrong load. They end up putting the wrong load on me. So they had to take that one off and re-put this one back on because it ended up being too many parts on the trailer. Then the trailer it wouldn't fit on the trailer if I left those parts on there. Yeah, that's just supposed to go on another truck, but yeah, man, finally get on the road. We've been here 2 hours and 30 minutes. Not bad. It's not bad, but what's up, y'all, man? We at the location in Texas. They about to, swinging into the dock. They ain't have no nothing to rise it up to get in there, so they had to use this forklift right here. They had to use the forklift to get it out. But this next load we're picking up after this is we're picking up an oversized load from Fort Worth, Texas, and taking it to Greenville, South Carolina. I don't think it's like overly wide, but it's a little oversized to where I gotta get permits. So on that load is it's 908 miles, paying $6.08 a mile, plus $7.96 on the fuel surcharge, and then for tarping that load, it's extra $500. So you gotta do the $6.08 per mile, and then the fuel surcharge, and then the $500 tarp. All that's what I'm getting for this load. So yeah, man, this is my second load of the week. I should deliver this before the week over with, and then I'll grab one more for the week. So that's 3 loads for this week. And then, at the end, I'm gonna put the numbers at the end of the video. I'm gonna put the numbers on it, so y'all kind of can calculate it yourself. I'm gonna let y'all do a little math. So yeah, man, about to head on Fort Worth, pick this load up. Then once we get there, I'm gonna show y'all. Well, towards the end of the video, I'm gonna show y'all my gross. Well, I'm gonna let y'all add the groceries. So. at this truck stop. I had picked up a load in Alabama. It's going to West Virginia. My GoPro died on me twice at the other pickup I had, and then it was dead all the way through to my next pickup, and it died there too because I forgot to charge it for a long time. I had to unplug it to plug up my iPad, but yeah, man, if y'all need any information or want to ask questions that y'all don't want to ask in the comments, man, y'all can hit me on my email. I'm gonna put it on the screen. But yeah, man, I've been posting where I'm going and what it's paying, well, the rates that it's paying, plus the fuel surcharge. For this one, it was it was going 747 miles, and it was paying 618 to pick up this plywood. Honestly, I don't like hauling lumber because they usually like overly heavy, but this was some small plywood, and that's pretty good for a lumber load. Lumber loads usually don't pay as good as this one was. So, but yeah, they usually how I run with the step deck. I usually get 2 or 3 loads. I usually drop 2, pick up a 3rd one, and drop it that Monday. But I usually run in a triangle system, either a triangle system or a boomerang. Go somewhere then come back. Like if I go to Texas, I might get some going back to Georgia, or if I run in the triangle system, I might pick up in Georgia, go up north to Ohio or something, come back down, go to Texas, and then cut back across I-10 or I-20 going back to Georgia. So, but yeah, like I was saying in my other videos, man, it's what work for you and how you want to run. And 2, it's not about the miles. It ain't about the miles. Not all the time. It's not about the miles because I usually average between 16 to 1800 miles a week, and still can gross a lot. You know what I'm saying? They pay 73% on the step deck side, so I'm getting a little more. Plus they pay for tarping. I know the one load I had, it paid $500 for tarping because it was an oversized load. So you get paid a little extra with flatbed. I know some people they scared to get in the flatbed because they were saying you gotta test the load and stuff, but it really don't be that bad. I mean, it depends on. It does depend on how the shipper go, because sometimes the shipper can make the day go longer than what it's supposed to be. But a lot of times they go pretty fast as far as loading. And 2, if you got experience, I already had experience with step deck, so when I got back into it, it was like riding a bike really. But that's the pro of the step deck side. Well, you ain't gotta wait. If you got a 2-day, you can drop it off a day early, and you get a window to drop it off. It ain't like the dry van side where you might get somewhere and you waiting to unload for 5 hours. It's never like that. I never had that experience where it took me 5 hours to unload. I have been places where it took me probably 3 hours to load due to they had a lot of appointments ahead of me. But as far as on the regular, it's pretty smooth, man. The system run the same. The load board, I mean, of course they paying more on this side. You're gonna see higher rates. But that's really it, man. That's really all it is when it comes to the step deck, the flatbed side. But I mean, it's still running through the same system with Landstar, still using the same load board. Only thing, I'm just pressing something different so I can see the flatbed loads. If you on, and 2, I want to tell y'all, if y'all, whatever division you in, you can look at other loads that's in other divisions. You ain't just limited or stuck with just looking at what's in your division. And 2, I gotta get with somebody. They say it's another system you can use to book loads. I haven't got to that side yet, but when I learn what that is, if anybody from Landstar watching the video, I heard it's another place you can look for loads, and I haven't used that system yet. If anybody from Landstar that know what I'm talking about, you can put it in the comments, or you can email me at the email I put on the screen. But we're gonna continue with the video because show y'all, where I'm dropping off and what I'm gonna do next as far as picking up. But this is really my full week. I only had 3 loads this week, but it made sense. You know what I'm saying? You don't, work smarter. I know they say work smarter, not harder, but I'm gonna say work smarter and harder, because with flatbed, you gotta touch the freight. You're gonna sweat a little bit, and them tarps be heavy sometimes. So I'm gonna say work smarter and harder. So, but it be worth it in the end. it for this vlog. About to get ready to head home so I can be with my family. Go see my little boy. He was born a couple weeks ago, so I'm excited about that. But you know, y'all stay safe out there. I heard about the guy, you know, passing away at the Atlanta petrol truck stop. You know, y'all make sure y'all taking care of yourself. You know, making sure you're good. You know, get your checkups. Make sure your health is good while you're out here on the road. You know, we drive all day, and sometimes we get caught up in driving. You know, we ain't checking on ourselves. I'm actually about to go get a checkup myself. Ain't nothing wrong with me, but you know, I just like to do it. You know what I'm saying? To keep myself up. You know, keep yourself going. Make sure your heart rate right, and that's the reason why I get in the flatbed too, so I can stay, you know, moving and using my muscles. So, you know what I'm saying, y'all, you know, make sure y'all, you know, checking on yourself and make sure you're good out here. You know, you want to be able to enjoy all the time you put out here. You want to be able to enjoy yourself after you're done. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all stay safe out there, man. I'll see y'all in my next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this video.
Check. Who said the city dry? Go tell him he a lie. I sacrifice to keep it lit. I'm who they crucify. Still mixing business with plenty.